Good morning. Welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Nicole Hernandez. Let's start with Brandon T. Jones. He's filling in for Jenny Power this morning in our weather center. Brandon, looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend, right?
It is absolutely looking like that. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Inland Northwest. Take a look at this shot right here. This is pretty beautiful of the pavilion. You see that orange glow as the sun gets prepared to rise here for us. And we're going to have a lot of that sunshine here today. Perfect for Friday as you're making your way into the weekend. We're also going to get temperatures back into the 50s after a couple of cooler days over the last few. And then also expect, though, some increasing clouds, especially as we get into Saturday and Sunday. Those 2 days will look fairly identical. This is a future tracker. You can see Friday, there's not much activity happening. But again, by Saturday and Sunday, you can see some chances of isolated showers, but mostly cloudy conditions. Good pockets of sunshine here and there, but take a look at your forecasted highs. We're going to be getting up near 60 degrees in some locations.
Thanks, Brandon. Let's take a live look at traffic now. We have a look at I-90 and Freya this morning where it's still early. We're still not seeing many cars out on their morning commute quite yet. I'm looking at our traffic maps and everywhere across the region is green, which means it's smooth sailing and good to go if you're heading out the door.
This long overdue agreement funds TSA, the Coast Guard, FEMA, CISA, strengthens security at the border and at ports of entry, and keeps Americans safe.
Breaking overnight, the partial government shutdown could be over today. Early this morning, the Senate unanimously approved funding most of the Department of Homeland Security, except for parts of ICE and Border Patrol operations. They worked overnight to come to this agreement because it was their last day working before taking a 2-week Easter break. Now, this does not mean the government shutdown is quite over yet. The House still needs to vote. It is likely, though, that they will approve this measure today.
I hope that there is not another family that has to experience this, but I pray that this brings them a little bit of peace, if it ever does, for the after phase that I was wholly unprepared for.
It will soon be illegal for law enforcement to release crime scene photos and videos of people who died. This new law stemmed from photos of the 4 University of Idaho students who were brutally murdered. Olivia Gonsalves, Kaylee Gonsalves' sister, championed this legislation. She says their family and the other families didn't get any warning before the crime scene photos were released. She says they were seeing the photos in real time as the rest of the country was. You might remember the families fought to keep the crime scene photos private, but the city of Moscow said they were bound by Idaho's public record law. After this new law takes effect in July, only the victims' family members will be able to request the images. This is the second bill in the 2026 legislative session that relates to the Moscow murders. There was also an update to an existing law that will now bar prisoners from making money off of their crimes through books and movies. And this here is newly released CCTV video. You can see Brian Kohberger casually walking into a Washington DMV requesting a license plate change and chatting with an employee about the murders he had just committed days earlier.
I really like it. I like how small and quiet, and I wouldn't say safe, but the whole Moscow thing kind of makes it feel a little less safe right now.
Well, that's a little hard to hear there, but the worker talks about how she likes living in Washington and felt safe until the murders in Moscow. Kohberger does not appear to respond. He is currently serving 4 life sentences without the possibility of parole. The soldier accused of a deadly shooting near the Gorge Amphitheater will be in military court for his arraignment today. James Kelly is accused of shooting and killing 2 women and injuring several others during a music festival in June 2023. He was stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord at the time. Investigators arrested a 16-year-old as a suspect in Sunday's deadly shooting. We have video of Onyx Delight in court yesterday. The court asked that we blur his face. Court documents say Delight shot and killed 44-year-old Dylan Bundy Gray and accidentally shot his friend in the hand. He is being tried as an adult, facing second-degree murder and first-degree assault charges. Delight's arraignment is on the schedule for March 31st. The Ronald McDonald House in Spokane helps support families while their kids are getting medical treatment. Right now, they're doing a supply drive to make sure families staying with them have everything they need. Ronald McDonald House gives families a place to stay and food because many of them have to travel from out of Spokane for this treatment.
So when our families come in, they oftentimes have less than 24 hours notice. They don't know that they're coming in, and they are already in grief and trauma. So what we try to do here at the house is remove any barriers that might limit their access to care.
Anything your family uses at home, there are families here staying for on average a month who need the same stuff.
So here's a look at some of the supplies they need. It's everything from toilet paper and toothpaste to cereal, snacks, and coffee. If you want to help, you can drop off supplies today at any Windermere office or stop by Ronald McDonald House on Sunday. They have a drive-through drop-off event from noon to 2 p.m. The Idaho Transportation Department is starting repairs on bridges in Kootenai County this weekend. They're starting on Sunday night in Post Falls on Greens Ferry Road above I-90. They will be working from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m., so overnight to avoid traffic. If you're driving over the bridge during the day, it shouldn't cause any issues. ITD says overnight, though, they will be closing single lanes of I-90 under the bridge. Crews should be finished working around mid-June. A couple other traffic alerts for Monday now. The City of Spokane work crews are starting 3 new projects. East Sprague Avenue between Freya and Havana will be down to 1 lane in each direction. Crews are replacing a water main, upgrading an ADA ramp, and resurfacing the street. Wellesley Avenue between Freya and Havana will be fully closed in both directions. Eastbound drivers will have to detour at Market Street, head north to Francis, east to Havana, and then south back down to Wellesley. Westbound drivers will detour at Havana and then head north to Francis, west to Freya, and south back to Wellesley again. Crews are installing a shared use path and street trees. And then last, southbound 9 Mile Road will be down to 1 lane between Wind River Road and Rifle Club Road. Northbound 9 Mile will stay fully open.
All right, Nicole, check this out right here, because I think Bob Ross would be pretty proud of that one right there. That looks like an absolute painting, a postcard, whatever you want to say. Just know it's looking amazing out there right now. It is also a little bit chilly too, 30 degrees, winds between 7 to 9 miles per hour. So probably need a little bit of a light jacket as you head outdoors this morning, but take a look at your live radar. Not too much happening, not much cloud coverage as well, but that's your day planner right there. It's a little chilly now. It's going to warm up though and be a beautiful spring day.